this computer. There.
Record to this computer. Correct.
All right, so we have now we're to start talking because I was so excited for the 250th episode, Greg. I just started talking.
This is our 250th episode spectacular, and I'm struggling to find a name for this because I have one, but I'm not sure I like it. But it sums up how I feel.
Okay, so we've been working on this for 250 episodes, Greg. It's episode 399 or 1399 for the episode SmackDown. And
2 weeks ago, we thought it was going to be the 1400 and everything would line up, but we can't count.
Yep, can't count. But on the plus side, people like us, Greg. People have been enjoying things. I have a song for later when we get to your favorite faction has returned en masse to SmackDown.
Do you know, that actually probably ties in well with a new segment we're debuting today.
Okay.
Brad knows absolutely nothing about. He just got told that we're debuting a new segment here today on the SmackDaddies.
Yeah, and I had the choir tied up doing 2 other songs this week, so I'll see if they can put together something later on today. Okay, so Greg, I think the only way to start this is to play a song. I
assumed you were going to start with a recap.
Oh no, no, but this song summarizes the first 250 episodes of the SmackDaddies, and it goes a little something like this.
Yeah, yes, we've been doing them 250 episodes, and Greg still hates the show. Brad keeps finding silver linings everywhere we go. 3-hour SmackDowns every week, the bane of our existence. 10 recaps, 20 commercials, testing fan persistence. Sammy's heartbreak in Montreal still hurts to this day. LA Knight got passed again, but who's keeping score anyway? He'll just waiting for his moment. Somebody make the call. But if you're not related to The Rock, good luck at all. MFTs versus Wyatts, week after week after week. Then the Wyatts joined 26 releases in a week. Solo found another cousin. Roman took another break. Created, found the bloodline button and hit it for old time's sake. 250 episodes of this. The good, the bad, the wrestling bliss. Greg says that show's awful. Brad said not so fast. We've laughed through every book in this. 250 episodes of this. And somehow we still can't quit. Cody cried, Punk returned, titles changed and bridges burned. Cardona fell, Gargano's hiding, while the bloodline keeps on thriving. 250 episodes of this. The songs, the rants, the weekly lifts from Bloodline, chapters 1 through 10, and then somehow back again. If wrestling keeps doing this, we'll keep talking, taking the piss. 250 episodes down, and we're still the SmackDaddies now.
Well, I mean, that basically was a recap. So, I mean, I get... Brad is fully integrated, but Brad's next job will be booking for WWE, like head writer or SmackDown, because that essentially was a recap of the last 250 episodes.
In very succinct order with musical montage. Eventually, I'm going to get to taking this into a video because, Greg, this was just what the hell.
This episode?
Yeah.
Well, Brad, the best I had, and maybe we'll change it as we go here, but I called this episode Stale Dated.
Stale Dated.
Because that's basically what we got. And man, oh man. Yeah, this is getting worse and worse, man. This really is the only joy I had in this is that I watched it at 1.5 speed this morning. Like,
and we are closer and closer, my friend, to getting to the end of the 3-hour era.
For now.
I mean, I always have hope it's never coming back every time it leaves.
Yeah, well, you are much more hopeful than I. I am much more realistic on that one.
Yep. Let's play the theme song and then we'll get into this episode.
Podcast and sports entertainment is Brad, the dad, and Father Greg, the SmackDaddies.
Hello, friends, and welcome to your SmackDown review for The Hub. I am Brad, the dad, and running shotgun with me is my tag team partner, Greg, Father Feltham.
Bless you, my son.
And this is 250 episodes of the SmackDaddies. And Greg is still grumpy about how bad the show is. I'm still pretty happy about, actually, I enjoyed SmackDown this week. I didn't even realize that when I wrote that song. I was like, I really did enjoy SmackDown this week. And LA Knight got passed over again. Perfect.
I tell you. What are you getting here, Brad? You're getting the same thing. Lather, rinse, repeat, buddy.
This show is pretty much a recap of the last 250 episodes, where somebody from the Bloodline gets pushed, LA Knight and Sami Zayn get pushed over. Cody does stuff, and then we have a bunch of young talent bubbling underneath that are never going to get past the glass ceiling.
Yeah, that's it. Do you want to hit the news stingers? A couple things that we can bring up here.
Sure.
All right.
Let me get the jingle up, and
I forgot we had a jingle now.
Oh, we do have a jingle. It's my favorite. It's like one of those ones where it's like, and I forgot to like cue it up. I'll put it in post. But for the meantime,
a little retro never hurts.
Oh, can I get the news now? I got some news. Things going down in the wrestling world. Let's hope tonight ain't a snooze. Did somebody get released again? Or somebody having a kid? Or did something on SmackDown just make Greg mad again? I heard a rumor. I got some news. Something shaking in the wrestling world. Tell me now.
First story that I wanted to cover, which made me literally laugh out loud when I read it. This happened last Saturday in Stamford, Connecticut. And Brad, you and I have driven through Stamford. No, we haven't. I drove through with my wife. My apologies. I drove through Stamford. I did not go to the Titan Towers. I really wanted to, didn't. But as you know, WWE moved offices, and when they moved offices there, they put a big ass flag on the roof. The flag, which is 3,040 square feet, 76 feet wide by 40 feet tall, on top of their building. Well, last Saturday night there was problems. Amid a severe thunderstorm warning, the flag flew into an electrical transmission tower in Stamford, Connecticut on Saturday night. The power company Eversource says approximately 5,000 of their customers in Stamford, Greenwich were immediately impacted, with power being restored to 3,000 within 20 minutes and the rest getting back power throughout the night. However, the next day they tried to remove the flag and it got worse. The flag, the wind shifted during the flag removal, causing a power failure that affected 40,000 Eversource customers. The power company told the New York Times the flag was removed by late Sunday afternoon, and most power issues in the area have been resolved since. But that just made me laugh out loud when I read that this morning, all because you decided to fly a 3,000 square foot flag.
And didn't properly secure it.
Apparently during a windstorm. And then I guess the other big news of the week is the update from a Thursday, Friday. Well, I mean, there's a couple of legal updates this week. The first one being a settlement in the WWE shareholder lawsuit on the Endeavor purchase. And then, of course, the second one being the Janelle Grant lawsuit, which has now moved into binding arbitration, which is private and behind closed doors. Methinks that there's that one won't see the light of day after everything is said and done. And are we getting ready for a rehab tour of the former chairman of WWE? I think possibly.
I think he's sold enough money or sold enough stocks that he can just pay these away. And then guess what, Greg? We're going to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for WrestleMania. So how do we end the rehab tour? Vince McMahon, Hall of Famer, class 2027.
With that, Brad, let's get into the show because I got some things to get off my chest.
You were just a little bit depressed about that idea. Did I just break you a little bit? Sorry, Craig. I didn't mean to.
I'm looking for a crate to lie down
on. Johnny Depressing. We love you so much.
We do.
Hey, Greg, you know what? You were right. The song was a recap, but we got to go back to the old standard. So we missed last week, Greg. What we missed was Sammy, Cody, and Gunther having a lover's quarrel.
Sure. Did you actually watch the show last week?
On the plane on the way home.
I didn't even turn on and even when it got to the recap tonight when I was rewatching stuff, I fast forwarded through it. I'm not gonna lie, because I know that anything that's important they're going to tell me about through the night again, so they're just going to recap it a second time.
If you really want something good to watch, I highly recommend NXT this week, particularly not the Mr. NXT stuff, that was ridiculous, but the actual match that between Fraxium and Noam Dar and his new protege. I forget the guy's name. The match was incredible. Like, it would be a tag team match that would stand out on an AEW show, which is saying something.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, God forbid we have tag team matches on SmackDown, at least with actual tag teams.
Can't do that. So
Cody arrives, he talks to Nick, and he's wondering if he's going to know his stipulation. Gunther will tell him throughout the night. And instead of doing this in the ring, which was what I expected, we kind of got it in multiple little backstage segments.
Yes, we did.
And I actually preferred it, to be honest with you. It gave us a little bit of a change of pace for the backstage stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. That part wasn't. It was a little bit different.
Was the NBA Finals on last night?
You're asking me, or don't you live in a house that's full of basketball fans? I think it's tonight, though.
Yeah, it's tonight. And I was just questioning because I was like, are they going to get killed tonight in the ratings? Because that was my thought. And it's like, nope, they're not.
I was going to say, AEW did this week.
Yeah, and they're going to get killed tomorrow night if you're right. So anyways, Jay's there. He says he's going for the title. And Roman is told him what to do. And Cody hopes that when it comes down to it, what happens is not just Roman's decision. As if to say, why aren't you going after Roman's title?
That's very fair. Brad, do you want to debut the new segment now, or do you want to wait till the end of the episode?
You know what? Let's get through two things, and then you can bring the segment, because we have Rhea's got her knee hurt in Clash of Italy. Greg, let's chat about that for a second. Like, how bad do you think this is?
Legit didn't watch the show, didn't even know that she was injured.
Well, that was in like one of those segments where they were talking, and
I saw that segment, and I wasn't sure if it was a legit injury or not.
Well, she didn't wrestle last week, and that was why, because her knee was messed up apparently. But she was out; she walked out, so we'll see if it's just a sprain. And I guess, oh, by the way, another recap. And Greg, this is just as good as anywhere to put your segment in, because I think that we're just going to keep getting recaps, and we're going to get into Jade, and this is going to be fun.
Okay. So my new segment, Brad, is I think we're going to call this Bloodline Begones.
Bloodline Bygones.
So
Okay.
this is a segment where I have actually got our crack research team to pull some information for us. So the bloodline basically started 6 years ago in August. We're coming up on the sixth anniversary of the bloodline. That's when Roman Reigns returned into this tribal chief type role, right? So I pulled a list of acts that have debuted on the main roster since July 2020 and have now departed the company. There are 22 of these. So we're going to do one of these a week for the next 22 weeks. We're going to talk about one of these bloodline begones or bloodline bygones that are no longer with the company anymore. I'm going to start this week with someone who actually was part of the bloodline, Tongaloa. Brad, Tongaloa. Tongaloa, he debuted in May 2024 before being released in April 2026. There for just over 2 years. Brad, Tongaloa was with us during this bloodline era that has gone on for 6 damn years now. What do you remember? What's your fond memories of Tongaloa?
Oh, that's easy, Greg. I think I have a clip of it if I can find it. It's him falling off the desk.
Him falling off the desk?
Yeah, there's one recently, just before he got released, where we were talking about how is this guy still employed when they released all those other people, and he fell off the desk, Greg. He literally he was put on a desk for a spot, and he rolls off the desk.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he has one job, and his one job is to not fall off the desk, and he falls off the goddamn desk.
Yeah, well, that's Mr. Tongaloa, who was again with us for just over 2 years during this 4-year stretch of the bloodline, 6-year stretch of the bloodline.
I cannot believe that there has been that many wrestlers that have been done, Greg.
That were and these are all people that were main event people. I didn't even really kind of. I mean, there's a few NXT that I have on the list as well, but like they're kind of bigger names in NXT that I put on the list. But yeah, there's 22 of these. So Brad, over the next 22 weeks, we will go through one of these a week, and hopefully, if by the grace of God, therefore, there is some end to this bloodline in the next 22 weeks, we can drop the segment. But until then, we will continue our bloodline bygones.
Greg, you're 100% right, because guess what? They definitely were main eventers, as in they appeared often on main event. Okay, match number 1 of the night, Greg, is Charlotte Flair versus Sol Ruca, Lyra Valkyria, and Jade. 2 of these things are main eventers, and 2 of these people are going back to Raw to toil in the mid card.
I'll be honest with you. Watching Lyra Valkyria's entrance with the woos on 1.5 speed is actually a lot more fun.
I like Lyra Valkyria. Actually, out of her and Sol Ruca, I think Sol Ruca is overhyped.
I actually like Sol Ruca better.
I think that Sol Ruca's moves are flashier, but I don't think she's going to last as long. I think that knee's going to be gone again, and she'll be on the shelf every so often.
I mean, her style is going to be very hard on her body.
She's just also looks kind of trashy. Although, did you know that she is the first ever Black women's Intercontinental Champion?
Who's Sol Ruca?
Sol Ruca. Okay. You just, while I do the recap, mute yourself a second and then look up Sol Ruca's dad. Just look up Sol Ruca father. And then once you find it, give me a live reaction. So this match is everyone attacking Jade, and eventually they start fighting. The baddies get involved. This leads to first Alexa, then Tiffy coming down, and they run off the baddies. There's a cool spot where we have a Samoan drop avalanche that Jade catches and turns into a power bomb. But then, Greg, this match goes off the rails because Jade loses her wig. And I want you to tell you, Greg, the moment I heard this morning, as I'm watching this, I was like, you know what, Greg? I could only think of one thing.
I'm
What?
I was gonna say I didn't hear any of that.
Oh, no, it didn't show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on, Greg.
All right.
I gotta fix. I might edit this out in post, but probably
All right.
not. I'm probably gonna forget to edit it out in post. I realized what I did when I hit share screen. I did not opt share sound. So here we go. Let's go, Greg. Because let's be honest, it's all about get their wig split. Because somebody got their wig split, and it was Jade Cargill, who literally had to spend the rest of this match holding her head. Get their wig split.
Yeah.
I'm so happy she wasn't winning. I have no idea. She hit Jaded one-handed, though, basically, which was really impressive.
Yeah. I debated making some sort of naming the show after her, lack of hair, but I, as a man whose hair is thinning, and that I felt that was probably a little too close to home.
You don't want to call this somebody got their wig split?
No, I felt that was probably not the best idea.
Yes. Also, we are not from the African American or African Canadian community, and we don't know what the weave wig situation is. I know that some African American women struggle to grow hair, so it's like I don't want to judge. Who knows? Anyways, this all leads to Charlotte. There's just like a crazy amount of finishers and counters, but Charlotte hits the figure eight, and I say hits the figure eight very dubiously. She really doesn't have that second leg locked in when we get to tap.
Yeah, that was it was quick.
It was definitely quick. And Greg, Charlotte Flair could be the queen of the ring. And I think we're leading to a Rhea Charlotte match at SummerSlam.
That's a possibility. That's a distinct possibility.
I think Jade is going to end up going after the US title with Tiffy.
Yeah, that's probably very likely as well.
Kathy Kelly's in the back, and she's chatting with Tiffy, and they're talking about how Tiffy just got involved, and the baddies come to get her, and Chelsea Green makes the save with a big old stick.
Speaking of Kathy Kelly, did you, I didn't cover it in the news, but she got into a little bit of controversy this week, eh?
Yeah, dealing with talking about Kevin Owens' kid on social media, where they've been very private about Kevin Owens' kid, him and his wife.
Yeah. I was honestly a little surprised to see her on TV tonight. I figured they'd give her, the night off.
Nah, I just think it's one of those things where it's like, oops, this is a misunderstanding, and they're going to clear the air, and it'll be fine. But she is not getting invited to the Owens family cookout for a while.
Well, yeah.
Fair enough. Like, don't talk about other people's kids unless you know you're allowed to.
Yeah.
And, okay, so, Greg, the Bloodline is here. I know you love the Bloodline. This is your favorite tag team. Also, Greg, I know that I'm the social media guy, so I have a little gift for you. I'm going to share my screen. This is the song that it did okay on all of our socials, particularly over on Instagram. But I know you haven't heard this, so this one's for you, Greg.
I have not.
Summarizes it pretty well.
I love the end with the always ready to job. That was probably the best part of that at Matt Cardona.
Yes, also, we got tagged for that one. I made the always ready to job meme, and we got tagged into a post directly to Cardona. Somebody squealed on us. So thanks for that. I didn't hear back from Mr. Cardona. I would have loved to hear his take on always ready to job.
Oh my.
But we didn't start the bloodline, and Greg wishes he could end it today. So the bloodline's in the back, and they're here, and we find out why they're here, Greg. So Jacob's here to get Solo. Jay's here to handle business, and I'm not sure what business Jay was doing tonight. Lemonade stand? Was he out in the back with the lemonade stand?
Maybe.
Is he out there? You know what he should be doing? They have so much power as the bloodline. He should be starting the WWE Players Union.
Oh, Brad.
Okay, and Jay is here to go and win his match because he's related to The Rock, so he can get pushed.
He can indeed. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Blake Monroe talking segment. She talked about Alexa and Charlotte. Greg, do you think she'll debut sometime before SummerSlam?
I would hope so, but I mean, I don't know who she's related to, so at this point, I'm a little worried for her, if I'm being honest.
If I were her, I'd be looking for whichever cousin's single, and I'd be cozying up to them.
Fair enough.
It's a great way to get a push. Which cousin is single and ready to mingle? That's how you get ahead in this company. So
it is, in fact.
Gunther walks in, and his stip is going to be special guest referee, and he's now going to go over to the referee's closet that they get changed in and probably chat with them and see which one he likes.
Yes, which one he's got the good vibes with today.
And Nick was trying to get the truth out of him, but no. So Finn Balor's now on SmackDown, and this is one of the great segments of the night.
Speaking of getting the truth out of him.
Here comes our truth. And Greg, I'm not going to use the sound effect because it's always better when it's live. Our boy, our truth is here. And what is he, Greg?
He's a goddamn national treasure is what he is.
And he is there to make the segment even better. So Finn's just doing boring, I'm Finn and I'm here. And Truth comes in and he is doing his truth routine and he's confused. And he's like, the bloodline is back together on SmackDown. And they want to constipate the wedding? Constipate the marriage?
I wish I could even tell you.
And Truth,
it's ridiculous.
Dude, Truth then smiles at him and says, do you mean consummate? Or Finn goes, do you mean consummate? And he goes, no, this is a PG show. Great, just great. And he talks about how, he confuses Kathy Kelly for Rhea. And he also, Dominic is Dom and Nick. And Dominic, making fun of how he doesn't work out. And then it's Damian coming in, and Damian and Finn have beef. And Damian's like, hey, it's just you and me. It's priest and truth. That's all we need. We need our priest, and that's all they need. And then after everybody leaves, Truth looks at the camera and says, classic Judgment Day. Live, laugh, love.
Yep.
And Scream Mode's up next, Greg. Woo!
Yeah.
And did you hear they're moving Saturday night's main event to Sunday night? It's Sunday night's main event. I've never heard that one before.
No, me neither. During when Money in the Bank is supposed to be, because they thought maybe it's not a good idea to put it next to the water
during hurricane season.
Yeah.
Do you think somebody told them that, or do you think they came up with that one on their own?
I don't know.
This is definitely a good move for WWE, health and safety wise. It's not like they're going to fly a crew into a war zone for a PLE or anything.
No, wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't definitely do that.
Moving on.
Anyways, Randy, call the lawyers. So our second match of the night is Fatal Influence versus Scream Mode. And Greg, don't forget. We got something important to deal with. We got to recap. And Brie and her partner, I was gonna say Nikki, but it's the other one. Anyways, they're doing fine. They're doing great. Speaking of which, did you see the classless thing involving Paige this week?
No.
So there was a point where there, I'm trying to think who won the women's U.S. title, not women's U.S. title, women's North American title in NXT, and she licks the belt. And then one of the online sites makes a joke about Paige because, of course, there's that video that floats.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody just dog piles on them and says, you are dicks, which they are dicks, because why are we making fun of poor Paige? Like, she's here. She's got her life cleaned up. She's wrestling again against all odds. And she had a great match here. But Greg, this match is full of your favorite thing. The greatest finish, the most used finisher in WWE today. More used than any DDT or clothesline or rest hold chin lock. What is the most used move in WWE?
It's the most dangerous move in WWE right now is outside interference.
Yes. And there is multiple outside interference spots during this. At one point, there is a segment here that I wanted to highlight because I'm going to shout out our buddy Eric. Eric, I'm going to try and give Eric a call this weekend because I miss talking to that dude. So Lacey slaps her ass and then does an ass attack.
And this is when you think of our good friend Blondin?
Yes. Also, I think we should rename this tag team. They're not Fatal Influence. They're OF Influence.
They may very well be.
Eventually,
that's actually not the worst idea.
Call them OF Influence.
Yeah.
They can be sponsored. Okay. We know how WWE loves sponsorship. They can have OF written all over their gear. They can be the official sponsors of OF can be their sponsors.
That's one distinct possibility.
There we go. So Paige gets the hot tag. She starts hitting things like her Paige tap out and her Rampage DDT. But we get more outside interference. But this time JC gets caught, and there is a roll up by Fallon Henley. And Brie scoots small package. And then she scoots the small package into the right position for them. And because of Lacey's interference, small package roll up for the win. And this proves, Greg, once again, that the ladies actually do love the small package.
Now I'm more confused of whether or not this is why you wanted to call Blondin.
Oh, I didn't say that, Blondin. I didn't say it.
Sorry, you said it. You put it out there.
I'm just saying. Set it up. More small package roll-ups.
Set it up.
Oh, you just took his. Oh, poor Blondin.
Sorry, buddy. I had to make that joke.
That's false advertising, and you damn well know it.
Oh my.
Okay, so Sami Zayn recap. Moving on. And Sami's hanging out in the back with Johnny Depressing. And this is also great because Sami has a serious question and he's like, what am I supposed to do with this? And then Candice is giving advice to Johnny. You need to get up and go out there and do something about it. And Sami thinks that it's Johnny talking and he goes out there to confront Cody. Whatever.
Yep.
And then I
enjoyed this though.
Oh, they're amazing. Like this trio needs to stay together because if not, Johnny Gargano's going to be released.
Fair.
CM Punk is going to FanFest. I'm calling this a recap too, Greg, because at first I thought he was coming back to SmackDown or to wrestling. No. FanFest. Let's get it right. And then
that's
Greg,
where we're going to spend our time is at FanFest.
Well, we got to hype this up, Greg. This is more important than SmackDown or a PLE as we get closer and closer to a PLE, which we only know 2 matches.
Yeah.
We are very close to this PLE. And what are the matches we know? King of the Rings finals, men and women.
Yep.
Is anybody defending titles on this show?
Don't know, don't care, probably not going to watch it. Although it is afternoon, so I mean, maybe.
Danhausen is in the back, and this is
best
hilarious.
segment of the night. Best segment of the night.
So Los Garzas are there, and they're trying to bribe him to curse the Knicks again, so that the Spurs can win, because they're from Texas. So clearly they're the bad. They're the but not only the bad guys. They're also clearly going to be Spurs fans because they're Hispanic.
Well, sure, yeah.
And then we need a guy to talk about winning. So we somehow, for some reason, we call Matt Cardona in. Matt Cardona. And then he's going to he literally has to bribe them. So money has been bribed. Now we're going to take Cardona's watch. And then he tries to take his wedding ring. I wonder how much of this is scripted.
So does that mean Danhausen is now married to Chelsea Green?
Oh, if that's how it works, we're hunting him down and cutting his finger off, Greg. That's all it takes. We got this. All right, Danhausen then is interrupted by Kip Wilson, and he is there to do, the catchphrases because Miz is stuck after being zapped. He can only say catchphrases.
I do know what, this was just so funny, and I think I liked more the t-shirts for Kip Wilson and the Miz. Hello, I'm not cursed. Hello, I'm not toxic.
It should be hello, you're toxic with an arrow pointing. Anyways, fine. The shirts were great. Miz is doing all of his catchphrases. And then Danhausen takes advantage and goes, how do you feel about Danhausen? And he yells, awesome. That was great. That was great. And then at the end, Kip Wilson electrocutes himself when he tries to hit him with something. And they're both done.
They're both just in... I love the Miz with the old catchphrases. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. This is so good.
We talk about Jericho and all the catchphrases, but really Miz is the master of the catchphrase.
He's something.
And reinventing himself. Okay, so Sami Zayn promo calls out the American Nightmare because he needs to have a talk with his buddy Cody. And this is the longest segment on the whole damn show.
Fair enough.
So Sammy is up. He doesn't want to compare crowds, but there were ride or dies in Europe, and this crowd is quiet, and he's not wrong.
Yes.
Sammy.
Yeah, we got to pick up the pace here because I got to.
Oh, shoot. I just realized what time it is. Okay, so Sammy's there. Oops. All right, Sammy is finishing this show, and anyways, basically they go back and forth, and this ends with Cody slapping Sammy. And dude, they keep trying to make us hate Sammy, but Cody's a dick.
He is. I like Sammy's new shirt.
The last real good guy? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like that. WWE's merch team has been getting things together, and this is exactly where I thought we were going to get the introduction of who the guest referee is, but we're gonna hold that for a second as we move on
to Jacob trying to recruit Solo back to the bloodline, and he points out that Jacob's now a lapdog, and he's not wrong. There's nothing untrue about this.
Nope.
They're really making us go, wait a second, who's the heel?
Yep.
Don't have time for the song. So Ray Phoenix, hey, he won a title. And Greg,
he did, in fact.
We got rid of the tag teams, so we have to do this differently now. We have the AAA Cruiserweight title match between Ray Phoenix and Axiom, because Axiom can't wrestle other tag teams, because what tag team?
Sure.
And this match is great, Greg. This is the best match on the show.
100%.
Bar none. Yep. Nobody loses their wig. We get a crazy Spanish fly and an amazing muscle buster for the win.
Yeah, this was good. This was real good.
I like how Greg's like conscious about how much he's saying because he's like, oh, we're running out of time. All right.
Running out of time.
Trick Williams comes out and he's setting up his next match.
Hold on. Best part of this is the kid.
Oh, dressed up as Trick Williams. I know.
Trick Williams stops and goes back and has the little interaction with. This was the best part of that.
Trick's awesome. I love Trick, and this was proof how great he is. Greg, Trick comes out. He cuts his catchphrases. They're having fun, and then out comes. Oh my gosh, Blondone's blowing up this whole thing. Carmelo Ricky tries to cut him off. Then Carmelo cuts off Ricky, and this basically leads to a rubber match between them. Greg, this is going to lead to another countout or DQ so we can get a three-way. Because this is the only way this match can end is a three-way.
100%. 100%.
And you know who else would be great in this feud would be Ilya Dragunov, except he's fallen off a cliff.
I thought you were going to say, no, who else is going to be great in a three-way? Moving on.
All right, Solo is in the back with Royce Keys, and he's going to have his back if the Bloodline gets involved. And yeah, Chelsea Green and her friend Tiffy are going to have a match against Fatal Influence. Sure. No, sorry, against the Baddies. This is the Baddies match.
The Baddies, yeah. This is the Baddies match.
And Chelsea Green basically sells this whole match. And just when she's about to tag Tiffy, finally, Jade comes out with her wig back on her head. She pulls Tiffy down, and even though we get Unpretty Her, we still get Michin hitting the Styles Clash for the win, because Eat Defeat doesn't work anymore, Greg. We've established that is no longer a finisher. So she steals AJ Styles' move, and then afterwards we get the beatdown. And Jade has been demoted to the U.S. title, because once you lose the world title, that's the title you get on the way down, not on the way up.
Yep. That's what we do.
Kiana James and Julia get into it in the back. And I love how Kiana James is there saying she didn't need her. And Julia said, yeah, I needed you to read my contracts and speak for me, but my English is much better. And I have something to say to you. And what does the five fingers say to the face?
I legitimately forgot. I didn't even know that these two had broken up.
That was last week.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't watch the show.
So Finn's ready, and he's getting ready for his match. And oh, by the way, he walks in and sees a member of the Bullet Club, Tama Tonga.
Fair.
When are they going to put Shin in this group and make the Bullet Club?
Yeah.
Even though Shin was never in the Bullet Club. Shh, don't tell anybody. Cody is in the back, and he finally finds out that Sammy is going to be the referee. Sorry, that was earlier with Gunther. And this is the point where Sammy is standing behind him. He says, he's so unstable, Nick. And then he's right behind him. And the lesson today, kids, don't gossip about your buds.
Yeah.
If you have a problem with your friend, talk about it in front of a ring. And last thing before we go into the match, Greg, LA Knight's in the back. And he talks about how he's friggin' Notre Dame and everybody's in this match.
Yeah, and as the rest of us are, because we knew what was going to happen in this match, and it was going to be not you.
Can't stop the bloodline. If you're not related to The Rock, good luck getting pushed right now. Well. Our main event is LA Knight versus Royce Keys versus Jey Uso versus Finn Balor. We know who's winning this match.
Yeah.
I hoped it was LA Knight.
I hoped it was going to be Royce Keys, actually.
Oh, once we got to the middle of this match and he was hitting like that Royce Keys slam off the top ropes, that spinning power slam, I was like, no. And you forget, Balor puts himself in all the right positions. He's a quality wrestler. Royce Keys is just the tank, catching people and throwing them around. He looked great in this match. So that meant that he was not winning.
100%.
And at a certain point, Solo actually cost Royce the match by being a distraction.
Well, we didn't have a distraction. Another one. Yeah,
and he got up. Well, this is a 4-4-way. So outside interference and distractions are allowed. We have Solo get up, Samoan spike him right in the neck. After LA Knight was going to hit his finisher. And then once Royce goes to pin LA Knight, flying Jey Uso comes through the air. Bam. Because by this point, Finn Balor's been knocked over the apron and he's out and taking down the outside. So, yes, the Samoan Spike splash combo wins.
And that's what we do. And we get an Uso moving on into King of the Ring.
We get the bloodline moving forward, Greg. They should have just put Jimmy in the other side and they could have met in the finals.
Sure. You could have the finger of doom.
Finger poke of doom. Well, we might get the finger poke of Dom.
Who knows? I was going to say, but
we're setting up, Greg. Don't kid yourself. Brock's going to take out Oba. I think Jay and the Bloodline are going to take out poor Bouncy, and we're going to lead to a Jey Uso Dominic Mysterio finals.
Dom Mysterio King of the Ring.
I think we're getting Jey Uso King of the Ring. Main event Jey
well,
He's main event Jey Uso. He might as well be King main event Jey Uso. Or main event King. Greg, I don't know if speaking of sharing things with you, I've shared a lot of things with you. I have another version of it, but I don't have it loaded up. So I am just going to have to load this up quickly for you, Greg, because
all right.
you know what time it is, Greg?
It's time for something.
Well, Greg, I can't let the world see it before you see it. Well, actually, the world's already seen it. It's been on YouTube for a week, but since I know you don't watch,
I haven't turned it on.
it's time, Greg, for your Snapdown synopsis. It would play on loop.
This is your SmackDown synopsis.
Widescreen version ready to go too. So it's time for the SmackDown synopsis, Greg. And what on earth are we keeping in this show? Because I would say there's some really good stuff. There's some hidden gems in this show, but there was the 3 hours worth of filler. So I'll go back to the top, and I have my buzz, and I have my, because LA Knight's back on baby. I have my So Greg,
all right, we're gonna be quick here. We're gonna do a fast forward through the we're Superstar, the Queen of the Ring finals, because in reality you only really need the end sequence there.
wait, that speed. Okay.
The backstage stuff we're going to typically, as we usually do, don't keep except for the Nick Aldis and their interactions, the Finn Balor or Truth interaction, and Damian Priest interaction, and the Danhausen interaction. Those are the three we'll keep. I'm gonna cut the what is it? Scream mode versus OnlyFans. We're gonna cut that match. We'll also keep the Sami Zayn and Johnny Gargano just because I like the Johnny depressing.
But what about Sammy and Cody in the ring?
That's where I'm getting to now. Sammy and Cody in the ring. I honestly don't think I need this. If I'm being 100% honest, I think this was more filler than anything else because we got what we need to get last week out of it.
Okay, and what about the AAA Cruiserweight match?
I like this match. I think we'll keep this just as it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more. No, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Trick Williams holding court segment. This was okay, but again, this is
Greg, this is one of those.
Yeah.
No, or wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm feeling this. Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton versus BFAB and Meechin. I mean, I'm gonna keep this one just because it's Tiffy and Chelsea. So
I've reprogrammed that button and forgot to put Tiffy time back on. Sorry.
Very good, all good. And then we're really back to King of the Ring finals. This one here, the men's match. Again, I think we can probably superstar this.
Yep.
And that takes you through this week's SmackDown.
This show was it's a 2-hour SmackDown that they've stretched into 3 hours. And this is the 3-hour era of SmackDown, which literally, I think we can print t-shirts that said that. Or maybe we should make campaign signs that say, less SmackDown, less SmackDown.
Do you know what? 1.5 times is a beautiful thing.
1.5 times is a beautiful thing. Although I've noticed watching on your computer, you have to be careful going into commercials because you can get stuck in those commercial loops.
Oh, I never had that problem.
So when I watch it on my laptop, when I watch it on my desktop here, it goes into the commercial, like the middle match, and I get stuck.
Oh, I don't have that at all.
I can't skip through. Okay, Chrome. Are you a Chrome browser?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what you're doing, Greg, because I got stuck during 2 commercials. Oh. And hey, Greg, we'll be back next week. Is this Greg's running Git bit?
No commitments.
No commitments. Greg, is this one? When is Crown Jewel?
2 weeks, 29th.
So we are 2 weeks away from Crown Jewel.
Yeah. And we've got a weird schedule because we're live next Friday night and then they tape the following Tuesday in London.
Which is so weird. And then we are... Yeah, I just cannot believe that we are getting another King of the Ring in Saudi Arabia. And... Oh, sorry, it's not Crown Jewel, it's Night of Champions.
Yeah, Night of Champions. All right.
You have to go be dad, and I have to edit a podcast. So
yes.
We'll be back maybe next week. And in the meantime and in between time, we miss you, friends. We're happy to be back. Thank you for 250 episodes. Thank you, Greg, for putting up with SmackDown for 250 episodes. Don't think too hard about how much you've watched.
Yeah, that's just depressing. I feel like Johnny right now.
Greg's lying on the ground going, please make the 3-hour SmackDown stop. Please make the 3-hour SmackDown stop.
Yeah.
Goodbye, friends, and thank you.
Thanks.
The revolutionary podcast in sports entertainment. Father Greg and Brad, the dad bless you all with the lovely tales of Friday night, SmackDown and beyond. Go to the outer limits of your mind with the SmackDaddies. Revolutionary podcast in sports entertainment. The Father Greg and Brad, the dad bless you all. The lovely tales, Friday night SmackDown and beyond. Go to the outer limits of your mind with the SmackDaddies. The revolutionary podcast in sports